Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Forsaken Isle. And today we are going down onto our next level of dungeonness. I shouldn't really call them dungeons, they're not dungeons, although they do seem to have like temples and random bits of crap inside, which is, you know, stuff to explore, but we haven't really come across a dungeon as of yet. I do know they are further on down in the depths, so we should probably just call them caves. So we're going down to our next level of caves today, and I figured before we do that, it's actually been a while since we've crafted anything. It's just basically been stuff we've been looting. So we're going to have a quick crafting session, and today we are going to do health potions, or at least the lesser health potion. And it's very simple. We have been collecting the bits as we go anyway, so it's not a case of having to go out there and forage, and it is stuff you can find quite simply around on the map on the top level. We are going to need, now you'll have to excuse me here because I don't know exactly where they are in my chests. Yeah, okay, not there. I think it's building materials will be up here. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to need some sand, and we're going to need the furnace, and we are going to make glass. Lots of glass, and I think we shall make, let's just make 10. There we go. And then we're going to need to make flasks from glass, and they only take the one piece of glass that we've done. So again, we can make 10 of those. And then we're going to need either tomatoes, which we don't have a lot of actually, 17. But what we do have a lot of, he says as he moves around, are mushrooms. So we can pop those into there, and we can make them. Now, I'm not quite sure what crafting table we need. So we're just going to have a little bit of a play about. I'd have thought it'd be in the kitchen area, but nope, not there. It's not going to be that one, not going to be that one. Maybe it's just a workstation thing. Maybe you're just pushing the mushrooms into the bottle. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's have a look. So we have... Nope, not there. Okay. Alchemy table, I guess, is the one. I guess it's alchemy. If you're making a health potion, it's not that magical, really, but let's see. Ah, there we go. So we have lesser healing potions, which is a consumable, and restores 50 health. Now, I don't know how that really figures as far as your hearts are concerned. They seem to break down in quarters, so well, we'll see, I guess, at some point. We'll take those with us. There's not really... See, the reason I haven't built these before is there hasn't really been much need to make the health potions. We're not taking major chunks of damage at any one time. It seems to be just little chips off your hearts as you're travelling around from the animals and monsters you have down there. I'm sure when we get to bigger and badder enemies, the health potions will come in useful a bit more. But as it stands right now, we don't really need them. But we'll keep them on us, because you never know. In fact, the bandages have really become defunct since we found these rings, because we're getting the HP regeneration off those, which is what the bandages do. So let's swap those out, and we'll put those in one of our chests. And the other thing which I noticed whilst looking around was, I think if we take iron ore, there we go. As you can see, I looted the rest of that level after I finished the video last time, and got a load of ore and bars, and I've made it all up, and we got loads of everything now, so we should be okay as far as the actual tools are concerned. As you can see, we have quite a few picks, so that shouldn't be an issue. I think that'll be enough to warrant one episode. We'll see how it goes. I might have to come up and make more if stuff comes along, but jumping ahead of myself, I just want to make quickly one more flask. Let's do this quickly. There we go. Now, I read that if you put a flask, hang on, and some iron ore together, yeah, you get defense elixir. Grants defense. Now, I'm only going to take the one of these, and we'll just keep it in our inventory. I don't know if I'm going to get to use it this time, but I was just interested to see what it means by grants defense. It doesn't really actually tell you a lot about what sort of defense it's going to grant. So yeah, that could be pretty interesting. We shall look into that. And we want to put the mushrooms back in here. We want to clear out all our space, basically. We don't need all this stuff with us when we go down onto the 4th level, I want to say. Is it the 4th level? I think so. But we are running low on food, so let's eat. And that means we're running low on berries, so... Oh. Every time. Every time. There we go. So let's just grab the berries and cook those up before we go down. As you can see, everything is ready to harvest. I should probably get around to do that. I come on up, I prepare for the next episode that I'm going to record, and I leave it there. I don't really take these. And we are going to have to do a sort of foodie episode where we can make all the different types of food with the utensils we have in our little kitchen. That's where the tomatoes and the wheat and everything comes in useful, and the carrots. Carrots are actually are better food, I believe, cooked than the berries. It's just that I've got an excess of berries, so it makes sense to keep using them. Is that enough? 30? 30 should be enough, I think, for this episode. We'll come back for those afterwards. I'll put that into there. Alrighty, let's go down and have a look. Now, bandages. What do we class those as? I suppose it's part of the damage dealing stuff, which is down here, as opposed to the building stuff, which is up there. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the 4th level. There we go. We are here. Is it 4th? Hang on. Let's do this properly. So, top level, 1st level, 2nd level. Okay, 3rd level if you want to get technical. We are on the 3rd level, and we need to put some. Well, we don't need to put any torches down. It is nice to see what's going on though. We're just looking for anything unusual, really. And what's that? It's quite square, that, isn't it? Might pop up there. Just looking for anything out of the ordinary. Stuff we haven't seen before. Be it any sort of ores or enemies or, you know, stuff like that. We have been quite fortunate in where we've put our stairs so far. Although we did have to dig out a little from the one place. It would appear that usually they're in quite as you can see, a small area where you're sort of wedged in and you don't have to worry too much about being bombarded on either side, which is good, which is a good thing. In fact, we're wedged in so well, we can't actually get out of here. Should we take some copper? We got loads of copper, we don't need copper. Iron I would probably take, simply because it's the better metal. But I'm hoping on this level we can... Hello. Can I get you with my chakram? Whoa! It's very unsportsmanlike of you. There we go. Okay. So. Well, I don't think anything else is coming through. How very dare you. Look at you, trapped in there. I'm just putting you out your misery. That's what I'm doing. Right, so we need to put some torches down. And nothing seems to be out of the ordinary as far as what's around here is concerned. You see, I always thought these being gravel paths, they might actually lead somewhere, but it would appear not. It would appear not. There's no real rhyme or reason as to why I'm choosing this direction. I just thought because we saw this up here. Whoa. Oh, well, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. I went... Oh, my God. I went absolutely... completely out of my way to run into that. Disappear. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Oh, they're all coming now, thick and fast. Keep away. Whoa, lots of bats, lots of bats. There, okay. So, it would appear enemies are coming from up here, so let's have a look up here, see what there is. More... Tell you what, my aiming is terrible today. And again, we're looking for new stuff. We're not going to be just spending... Oh, chest. We're not going to be spending just time mining stuff. As I said, I'll do that in the downtime. If there's anything interesting or something new, I will do that on camera. But it's all a bit samey at the moment. It's all a bit... Oh! How very dare you. Let's go check out this chest. There might be something in there which is nice. Ooh, what's that? A band of light. Some bombs. I'll just take it all. We've got another health potion, which we shall use straight away. Another heart. Awesome, awesome. Let's try the band of light for the time being. That's +6 light. That's +10 light. Yoinks. So, does that mean, and this is me waxing lyrical at the moment, does that mean that it's 16 light now, or does the hat overpower the ring I've just put on? So, oh jeez, I don't like standing in the dark for too long, but right, so let's just take that off for the time being. And we've got the light there. Go away. Thank you. So we've got the light there with the ring off. We put the ring on. And the light's still the same. So, essentially, I suppose, for what we do... Oh, jeez. For what we're doing right now, it's useful. But if you came across that... Oh, my life. If you came across that light ring before you came across any sort of regen rings or even the head torch, then it would be a decent find. So there you go. Learned something today already. We're not too worried about these. We should probably keep putting down these torches though. Oh, go away. You're so nasty. And there we go. Right, we've looped around. Everything's lit up. Kind of. They're not the brightest of sparks. I'll get rid of you. Far too close for my liking. Now I suppose I could probably, next episode, look at making, because I have plenty of sapphire, more of the magical stuff. But my issue with the magical stuff is it would appear that it's a bit underpowered for the other items you can craft a lot easier. Go away. And again, maybe that just needs a little bit of rejigging from the developer, just to get that a bit more sort of warranting towards either going one way or the other. Maybe the Robin Hood hat and everything, which helps with the range stuff, which is essentially what you'll come across a lot sooner than the actual making of the wands and stuff. Maybe just making that a little bit less powered, because essentially save time, because essentially that's just not a decent way of going about it if what you've got already isn't, you know, a decent upgrade, which it would appear to not be at the moment. But it's looking a bit lax here on this level. I don't want to say there's nothing here, and again I'll have a bit of a snoop about off camera, but it would appear there's no sort of although there is an abundance of copper on this level. Is that iron? Looks like iron. We'll pick it anyway, just to make sure. Yeah, it's iron. There's nothing which is jumping out at me at this level. I think next level, again, I'll loot this. Oh, hang on a sec. Can you see that over there? There's another temple. There's another temple. Let's get there. Let's go there. Let's light the way. Light the way. Just like Hansel and Gretel, we are laying down the breadcrumbs. It's not breadcrumbs, is it? Is it breadcrumbs? Could be breadcrumbs. We're laying down the trail. We're leaving our way to find our way home. And here we go, into a temple. Oh. Come on now. Play nice. So, we're looking for chests. We're looking for chests. And more importantly, we're going to be looking out for... Aha! Like chests like that. See? I learn from my mistakes. Ow. You done? Okay. So we have another life force potion. All the rest is pretty standard. We will take the chest with us. And again, just looking for more chests. We're not going to make the same mistake again. That's a dead end. I was kind of hoping for a progression when it came to this game, as far as going deeper into the depths of each level. It would appear that, again, I guess we are in alpha, so I can't criticise too badly, but it does get a bit samey, and that's the only thing about this game so far. And let's face it, we are in what, like 0.94, so we're not even in alpha 1, I suppose, technically. So I suppose I shouldn't be too harsh, but there is a definite sort of easy, don't be like that, there is a definite sort of flat area in between sort of starting off and it being quite tough. Like, well, as far as darkness is concerned, it's an absolute nightmare when you first start. You can't really do anything, because you can't see anything, and I really like that. But there is a bit of a lull in the mid game, which I think needs to be addressed. Or maybe I'm just moving too slowly. Maybe I'm being a bit too cautious. Maybe I should just be digging down to the 6th level and getting on with it. All I'm doing, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything out. I'm covering all the bases, and we are seeing everything that we could possibly see on each level. And I think that's the best way to go, you know. Slow and steady wins the race. Go away. Now, I would say, again, oh, go away. This does appear to be a... That was terrible. This is a slightly bigger temple than before. Or at least it stretches sideways out a lot further. Go away. Than the other one did. But we've only come across the one chest. And I'm sure I'm going to rewatch this and find that I've actually missed a load of stuff. But there you go. It's the only problem with doing live recordings. And this is a dead end. I've got nowhere I can put my torches, so we shall venture back out. What's this? It's white. Is it? No, I'm going to need my shovel. Where's my shovel? There's my shovel. Oh, it's just sand. There's me thinking it's going to be something exciting. So that's a dead end there. Is that a chest? Would you like being poisoned, punk? Eh? Now it would appear there's no way through here. So I just need to find the thinnest bit and chop my way through, I think, which will be here. Suppose we're going to go down south first. Oh, lovely. And I've just chopped into another dead end. Good times, good times. Oh, food. And that looks like it might be the end. That's the side here. Not too fussed by you, sir. You can carry on. That's a dead end. Yeah, I think that's the end of the temple. There's a bit of a gap in there. And that's just water. That's rubbish, rubbish. And go south a little. Another dead end. Good times. Let's cut through. Are we back outside? I think we're back outside. And this is probably another entrance here. Only the one chest. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed any chests. Pretty sure we haven't missed any chests. Well, I think the third level, all in all, is a bit disappointing. There's nothing new here, from what I can see. Although we did get that extra ring, but as it turns out, finding the hat, which we found 2 of, yeah, it wasn't just one lucky find. There was actually 2 of them we came across. It would appear that this level's a bit defunct. There is not a lot left, or not a lot to it. So, as far as giving you an opinion on this is concerned, I'd give the third level a miss if you're pretty well packed out already. I don't think you're going to miss out on anything too much. But saying that, you'll probably come across something magnificent which I haven't come across yet. Because that's the way of the world. That's the way of the world. And again, that's why I like games like this, because it's all procedurally generated and every game's different. You might have something a lot more interesting on this level than I do. You'll just have to go out there and have a look yourself, I'm afraid. Rubbish. So we've got, what, one more little bit we'll go and explore, and then I think we'll call it quits on this. And then next time, I think I will make the stairs down to the next level. And we'll have a look at that. And we might have a bit of a crafting episode. I shall make up the rest of the magic stuff, see if that helps make magic a bit more viable as being able to use weapons are concerned. If I make up the hood and the go away. If I can make up the hood and the robes, maybe using the Azure staff or wand, whatever it is we made before, will become a bit more viable for a weapon, a ranged weapon. And obviously there's not going to be any I haven't cut through there. There's not going to be any sort of ammo, really. Obviously, you've got mana, which needs to be regenerated, but other than that, it should, he says, it should be a decent way to go. But again, I suppose that's when you go into the deeper parts of the cave system and maybe come across stuff which is a bit more higher spec, as far as the ores and stuff are concerned. That's again what I was hoping to find on this level, but apparently not. Apparently not. See, you can see here. I don't. It depends how bright your screen is, but there's a whole load of the maze we haven't even searched yet. But I think we're up to our limit here. Easy. Now I'm getting bored of using all of my torches as well. Just going to walk that way now. Dead end. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it quits here, guys. So, thanks for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. Easy. Stop it. Go away. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. As always, a like is appreciated, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.